Good afternoon, dear students. How are you? I'm fine. I hope you are all doing good. Okay. Today's class we will discuss about volume correction and Andrews isotherm. Yesterday class we discussed pressure correction. So what is the need of this volume correction and pressure correction in ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT? Now, you know that all the real gas are not behaving ideally, but sometimes under the certain conditions like some pressure and some temperature, they will or some real gases are behaving like a ideal gas. So that is ideal behavior of real gases. But this ideal gas behavior PV is equal to nRT is not suitable for all the real gases. That's why Van der Waals done one work, mathematical analysis of real gas with the correction of volume and pressure. So first one we learned that pressure correction. So how to find out the pressure correction with the density of molecule, increasing the pressure and the density of molecule is explaining the pressure correction. So you know that in the pressure correction P ideal equal to P plus AN square divided by V square. So this is the pressure correction. Have to substitute in the place of P in ideal gas equation. So like this pressure we are going to calculate or analyze the volume correction from the ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT. This is also done by Van der Waals, and he took two molecules like this system. So two molecules. So you know that every molecule have some capacity to occupy the volume of the filled container. So we took here one molecule, some molecules are filled in a vessel or container. Volume is known as capital, it is capital V. V is denoting volume of container. Volume of container. When you take a volume of molecule with the comparison of volume of container, it is less than the volume of container. Okay, so volume of an individual molecule is less than volume of container V. So Van der Waals introduced one term V dash. So correction factor of volume is V dash. We denote here it is V dash. So we in the from that Van der Waals volume correction, we took here the molecule as a sphere. As a sphere we took here. So we know that two molecules in the space and the actual volume. So that volume is considered here as excluded volume. Excluded volume. So this excluded volume is also considered here as a sphere. So the distance between that two molecules are known as 2r. So the distance from one nucleus with the outer sphere is 1r, and this distance is 1r, and here the distance between the nucleus and outer sphere of the next molecule is another r. So totally it is 2r. So the distance from one nucleus with the another nucleus, it is 2r. So we consider from the volume correction V is excluded volume. V is excluded volume. So calculating the excluded volume for two molecules are excluded volume of two molecules. Two molecule equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here what is r? R cube. What is R? From this system, 2 molecules. You can measure R is 2R. Okay, so you can substitute the value in the place of R is 2R cube. Then write 4 by 3 pi 8 R cube. What is 2 cube? 8. 8 R cube. So you can write here 8 4 by 3 pi R cube. And from the formula you know that 4 by 3 pi R cube is the volume of a single molecule. It is a volume of single molecule. Now you can write this value, the volume of single molecule volume. So you can substitute this single molecule, right? So 4 by 3 pi R cube. So this is volume of single molecule, or we can denote this is volume of single molecule, volume V M molecule, volume of single molecule. So substitute in the place of 4 by 3 pi R cube, it's 8 Vm. So 8 Vm means what? It is excluded volume of 2 molecules. This is the value of excluded volume of 2 molecules. So we have to find out then the excluded volume for single molecules. So you know that this is for 2 molecules. So we have to find out the volume for single molecules. So how to find out excluded volume of single molecule is that is 8 Vm divided by 2, because we have to calculate for one molecule, for single molecule from 2 molecules. That's why we will get the value from here 4 Vm. Okay, 4 Vm. This is the value of excluded volume of single molecule, which is represented by van der Waals. So we calculated only the single molecule's volume, excluded volume, but we have to calculate excluded volume for n molecules. So how to calculate excluded volume for n molecule? Excluded volume for n molecule is that is n molecule, for n molecule. So n 4 Vm. This is for single molecule. So single molecule in n times this excluded volume for n molecules. Excluded volume for n molecules. So this is become n 4 Vm, or we can denote this 4 Vm as B. So B is the van der Waals constant. There we use one constant, that is A. In the pressure correction we used one constant, that is A. That is also a van der Waals constant. But here we used A, that's why we used here B, that B is equal to 4 Vm. Okay, B is equal to 4 Vm. So we can substitute the place of 4 Vm B. So this will become the excluded volume for n molecules. For the n molecules it will become Nb. So n is number of molecules, B is the van der Waals constant. So this B is equal to 4 Vm. That means a single molecule. So what is the volume correction? Volume correction Nb. So volume correction V dash is equal to Nb. This is the value for volume correction. So we have to substitute this value into the place of volume in ideal gas equation. So how to place it? V ideal. So you have to write it for the V ideal. That means volume of ideal gas. V ideal is equal to V dash minus NB. V dash minus NB. So V ideal is equal to, you will go there, and V dash minus NB. Okay, so this is the value for volume correction. And what is the value got for the pressure correction? P dash is equal to P plus A n square divided by V square. These are the correction values. This is volume correction and this is pressure correction. So why we use this, or why van der Waals he calculated the correction value for pressure and volume? Because the real gas character of this pressure and volume is not identical. It's not showing the similarities with the ideal gas equation. So that's why he made some correction in the volume and also in the pressure. That's why this ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT is became to calculating the value for real gases too. Okay, so we can substitute this value V and P in the place of P and V in ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT. So in the place of P you have to substitute the value P dash, and in the place of V you have to substitute the value V ideal. Okay, so substitute the value here first. P, what is P value? P ideal is equal to P plus AN square divided by V square. So P plus AN square divided by V square into V value. What is V value? V dash minus NP. That means you can write V minus NP. V minus NB is equal to nRT, because there is no correction in the temperature and gas constant, but there is a correction in pressure and volume. So this has become nRT. This is an important question from this unit, pressure correction and volume correction, or they can ask the question like van der Waals pressure correction in 3-mark question, or together they can ask in 5-mark question also. So this is important topic, you have to study fully. Take page 171 and mark the pressure correction from here, from the heading pressure correction, and into the next page up to here. Then volume correction, have to mark it from here to here, up to here. If they ask together both the correction in one question, you have to start from pressure correction to volume correction up to this equation, you have to write it. If they ask only the volume correction, then you have to write up to here and apply the value for only in the volume, in the V place only. Then here it will be P into V minus NB is equal to nRT. Likewise you can write, or otherwise up to here also it is okay. Next topic is pressure volume isotherms of carbon dioxide. It is mainly explaining the pressure and volume isotherm of carbon dioxide, which is explained by Andrew. So we can call this as Andrew's isotherm. So what is isotherm? What they are given here in the line, these lines are known as isotherms. So how to explain this pressure volume isotherms? How to relate this pressure and volume in the isotherm, that means in this line. Okay, so plot pressure in y-axis and volume in x-axis. So what is the process is going on under this Andrews isotherm? So what is the process is undergo in this pressure volume isotherm of carbon dioxide? It is liquefaction of gas. That means the gaseous carbon dioxide is converting into liquid form. Okay, so the base is changing, the changing of base change from gas to liquid. So you know that to convert this gas into liquid, we have this gas must undergo some pressure and some volume. So this carbon dioxide gas undergo the pressure and volume at the pressure and temperature. So we have to change the temperature and pressure. So we are going to relate here pressure and volume isotherm. So when the pressure is increasing, what is the volume of that liquid and the gas particles in that liquefaction process? Okay, so that is under this Andrews isotherm. The figure which is explained only carbon dioxide, because we are going to see only for carbon dioxide gas. So liquefying or converting gas carbon dioxide into the into liquid carbon dioxide. So take first one. First isotherm. So you have to say this is not line, it is isotherm. Isotherm of carbon dioxide. So name here first isotherm carbon dioxide under some pressure. So what they are given, all the isotherm for the carbon dioxide, but in the different pressure, this is pressure in atomic pressure. Okay, so this pressure is, this figure is explaining the liquefaction of gas carbon dioxide under certain pressure and in the temperature also. Okay, then take the lowest temperature, that is 13 degree. Okay, under the temperature 13 degree, carbon dioxide undergo the pressure is constant in the range 50 to 52 and 53, like the range. Here the pressure is constant along this period B to C. Okay, so you can see from the from A point we denoted here, this is the starting point of liquefaction process of carbon dioxide. Now this carbon dioxide undergo the liquefaction process. Because of this liquefaction process, this you can see volume is reducing or it is decreasing the volume. How it is decreasing the volume? Increasing the volume means have to move from here to there, but it's not moving into 240 and 250 to 60 and 270 range, but it's not moving more than 200 and 280. Okay, so then volume is reducing when treating carbon dioxide. So the volume is reducing. When it is reducing, why it is reducing? Because when we compress or when we treat some amount of gas particles under certain pressure and temperature, that time because of the pressure, because of increasing the pressure, volume will decrease. We already know that from the previous classes. We already know that if we increase the pressure, that pressure is reducing the volume of the molecules, that volume of that container. Okay, so the molecules will compress into some certain place of that container. So this is explaining here. When the carbon dioxide, we took more amount of carbon dioxide in a vessel. Okay, just imagine like that. We took some amount of carbon dioxide in one vessel. Now this pressure, this vessel is undergo the pressure, constant pressure 50 to 53 range. Okay, so 50 to 53 of atomic pressure. Okay, now this is not in the lower pressure, lowest one, but we increase some amount of pressure into this system. Okay, that vessel contain some amount of carbon dioxide. Now increasing the pressure. How much we increase the pressure? 50 atmospheric pressure or 52 atmospheric pressure. Now this is under the temperature is 13 degrees Celsius. 13 degrees Celsius. So we changed the atmospheric pressure and temperature of this system. Because of that, because of applying the pressure and the temperature into the system, that more the pressure, if we increase the pressure, it will move or it will reduce the volume of that container. Okay, maybe it may reduce up to here. Okay, now it's reduced like up to here. Okay, so some amount of volume is reduced. Why it is reduced? Because of applying the pressure under some lowest temperature. Okay, so this is decreasing the volume. So it is we can see this decreasing volume from A to B. So decreasing volume from A to B from 280 to 270 or 60, it is decreased. So the volume is decreased. Okay, you have to listen carefully. Volume is decreased from, because from here to we are considering the volume, more volume, we took more amount of carbon dioxide. Now the amount of carbon dioxide, the volume is reduced from A to B. Okay, then from B to C, this is go along this this line or this isotherm, it is same constant pressure. So in this path P to C, the liquid and gas, so the liquefying of gas or liquefaction of gas, carbon dioxide, both carbon dioxide gas particles and liquid particles are travel along this isotherm. When this carbon dioxide reached at the point of C, that means reduced volume. Okay, so the volume is really reduced one. So that's why the gas particles are liquefied at the point C. Why it is liquefied? Because of applying the pressure, the volume is reduced. So because of applying pressure and little increasing the temperature, the volume is reduced at the point of C. The less volume, in the less volume, this carbon dioxide become a liquid. It's become liquid. So this is completely converted into liquid at the point C. When the pressure is higher than the C, okay, so the pressure is maybe higher than at the C, then the liquid only will be compressed and there is no changes in the volume, because the liquid only compressing, so that's why there is no changes in the volume. So the amount of gas we took in the carbon dioxide, that volume is totally converted into liquid at the point C. At the volume is reduced volume in under the temperature 13 degree and under the pressure 50 atomic pressure. Now take some amount of carbon dioxide like a vessel. Again it is undergo the temperature and pressure in certain condition. Here more than 60 to 65. Okay, so in that range, the carbon dioxide, some amount of carbon dioxide undergo the pressure is 62. Okay, 62 to 65 atmospheric pressure, and the temperature, what is the temperature? 21 degree. So it is 21 degree Celsius. Now because of applying this 62 atmospheric pressure and 21 degree Celsius into the carbon dioxide vessel, what will happen? Again it will the same only will happen. From the volume is reduced because of applying the more atmospheric pressure, so volume will be reduced. So because of applying the temperature, this will become liquefied. Okay, or this will become into liquid form. So you can see that changes, volume is decreases. So from the 8, that means 280, at the point 280, from that 280 volume is reduces up to 220. 20. Then again at the point, in the point of P dash, the volume is reduced. Then again at the constant pressure, constant pressure means in the 62 or 63, in that point, that this carbon dioxide it travel at the point, at the line or the isotherm P dash into C dash, it is going with the one straight line. So that straight line is known as isotherm. It is isotherm. Okay, so that isotherm in the second A dash, B dash, C dash isotherm, pressure is constant in the point P dash to C dash, it is constant. So constantly it is going, the volume is reducing from P dash to C dash. In between that area, that carbon dioxide molecules, it is coexist. That means it's also present the gaseous particles and also present the liquid particles in this area P dash to C dash. At reaching the point C dash, there it will reach, in the point of C dash, it is completely converted into liquid form. So carbon dioxide gas is completely converted into liquid form. And at the point here, you can take again at the third time carbon dioxide into one system under the pressure 73 atmospheric pressure, and now this is under the temperature 31.1 degrees Celsius. So the length of this isotherm is very shorter in the in this volume. So it is getting shorter one, and it is reached or the portion is reduced at the point 0 in P point. It's reached zero state. Okay, so we took some amount of carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide is completely liquefied, or it is completely converted into liquid form at the point P. At the point P, under the temperature 31.1 degrees Celsius, and under the atmospheric pressure 73 atmospheric pressure. So that point, that P, this point is known as critical point, or we can call that is liquefaction temperature or critical temperature. Critical point, critical temperature, or liquefaction temperature. Under these all the isotherm, it exists, it's not completely converted into liquid form, but some gas particles also present in this isotherm. But when the temperature reach the 31.1 degrees Celsius, and at the pressure also reach at 73 atmospheric pressure, in that particular point, that means in the critical point, the complete carbon dioxide is converted into the liquid form. It is converted into liquid form. This is not only measure for carbon dioxide, but he also plotted or explained for many real gases. That real gases also behave like these isotherms. And we denote here critical point is TC. C is denoting critical temperature. Critical C, temperature T. So this is critical temperature. So what is critical temperature? The temperature above which cannot be liquefied even at high pressure. So if we increasing the temperature and the high pressure of any compound, or we took carbon dioxide, so if you increase the pressure more than 73 atmospheric pressure, you can't liquefy, or you can't convert this gaseous carbon dioxide into liquid form. So that point is known as critical temperature or critical point. And another term we used here, critical pressure. So pressure, critical C, critical P, pressure, critical pressure. What is critical pressure? So the minimum amount of pressure is used to liquefy 1 mole of gas into at its critical temperature. So at the critical temperature, the minimum amount of pressure is required to convert only 1 mole of that gas particle. It's known as critical pressure. And another volume, critical volume. So critical volume means the volume which is occupied by 1 mole of gas. So what gas we took here? Carbon dioxide. So 1 mole of carbon dioxide volume is occupied at critical temperature and critical pressure. So that the volume which is occupied under the critical pressure and critical temperature, that is known as critical volume. So we have 3 terms in this: critical temperature, critical pressure and critical volume. So this is the important question also, so study well. To explaining the Andrews isotherm, you have to write from here, and this part, page number 172, this part, Andrews isotherm. Then again explain it with the figure 6.12. Then we have some definitions like critical temperature and critical pressure and critical volume. Okay, so what is critical temperature, what is critical pressure or critical volume? So these are the answer for the questions. Thank you, students.